you're standing there. So
true.
there's a bonus
Yes,
all the
that
way
is always
around.
his defense.
Yeah.
Still think he's crazy.
I like that though. I can't argue with that. You're still gonna have to shovel some of that snow off the grill though, especially if you're south of the Quad Cities. You've had a lot of blowing and drifting snow, especially this morning. That's causing some issues. Not here close to home though. It's quiet. Roads are clear for you here, but the wind chill, oof, yeah, it's taken a bit of a step backwards here as the cold air filters back in. You've got that north wind in play. Single digits for the actual temperature just to the north of the Quad Cities, but the wind chill, it's back below zero. You know what that means? Yeah, we've kind of done this routine over and over again. The hats, the gloves, the scarves, and keep the kids inside for the bus stop this morning. We'll see that improve a little bit this afternoon. I want to go back down to Galesburg, though, because as you saw when we took the beast down there with meteorologist Morgan Strackbein yesterday, 6 or so inches of snow there, but they're still seeing the wind, and that's why we've got a winter weather advisory until 6 o'clock this evening. There will still be some blowing and drifting snow, and as of last check, Interstate 74 down towards Galesburg, still 100% covered in snow. So heads up if you need to head there a little bit later today. We'll still see dry conditions really, I think, for the next week to week and a half. I've got no storm systems coming in here and a lot of bouncing with the temperature too as we go from teens today to 20s into the weekend. I actually think we're going to step into the 30s here by the time we get to Sunday. That's going to be your weekend's best. Let's track the weekend for you here because there's going to be a little bit of wind as usual this time of year to contend with. That's going to be on Saturday, so that will cut the actual feels like temperature into the teens and low 20s, but by Sunday, less wind, warmer temperatures as we get into the upper 30s. That will be your weekend's best. 40s are still on track for early next week too as the quiet weather pattern continues. And as we get to the next several weeks, it's going to be easier and easier to see the 40s make an appearance, especially if we can keep the snowfall at a minimum in terms of the depth of that. The reason is the increasing power of the sun. It's hiking a little bit further northward as it usually does this time of year, and that means we're seeing more direct sun energy. So they measure this in terms of a unit in BTUs. It's a British thermal unit. That may sound familiar if you've ever had to purchase a furnace. It's a way of measuring heat energy. And notice we go from 812 BTUs in the month of February, surpassing 1,000, and then surpassing 1,400 by the month of April. So in the next several weeks, you're going to start feeling this. If you've got a house that's got big windows facing to the south, probably won't need as much heat from your furnace because that sun's energy will be coming in. And even in your car too, you're not going to need the heat on a clear sunny day. It's going to warm up that inside space quite efficiently. May not do much of that today though. We've got a lot of thick cloud cover. We'll eventually see that clearing line scoot in a little bit later this afternoon as high pressure inches a little bit closer to us. Until then though, yeah, the biting wind chills will continue through the morning. We're up to 19 for a high this afternoon. Clearing tonight, temperatures falling to 2 above zero, and then tomorrow we'll be back in the mid-20s as the south wind returns. Clear and cold though this morning. Bundle up as we're heading outside before we can get some of that warmth back in for the upcoming weekend.